If I'm looking at a wide receiver, for me, I'm looking at a guy who can do the most things. And with wide receiver, I have a framework that I check guys through. It's called a 3-level threat. So it's really simple. Basically the first step is, can you create before the catch? Can you separate with route running, with sudden athleticism, with deception and manipulative routes? Can you create at the catch point with body control, instincts, strong hands, extend beyond your frame and extend for those high passes? And then can you create after the catch? Can you, get run after catch yards? Can you make guys miss? Can you kind of slip through contact, right? So that's the framework that I put guys through, and I use that to determine who can do the most for me in my offense. And
Ian, you've never been on the show with us before, so you'll know this for the next time when you come on. Jody McDonald likes to ask hypothetical questions. I like your hypothetical mock in that you've got Kyle Hamilton going to the Eagles at 15. So we're dropping down to 18. Hypothetically, if all of the wide receivers in this year's draft are available, which we don't think is actually going to happen, but for the sake of conversation here, that's the case. I'm making you Nick Sirianni, and you got that good Nick beard growing on the growth on the chin. You're actually looking like the Eagles coach a little bit here. You've got your choice of any wide receiver in this draft. Are you drafting just on talent? Are you drafting on fit? You can take any wide receiver. It just so happens they're all there for the picking. Who should Nick Sirianni take?
yeah, so if I'm looking at a wide receiver, for me, I'm looking at a guy who can do the most things. And with wide receiver, I have a framework that I check guys through. It's called a 3-level threat. So it's really simple. Basically the first step is, can you create before the catch? Can you separate with route running, with sudden athleticism, with deception and manipulative routes? Can you create at the catch point with body control, instincts, strong hands, extend beyond your frame and extend for those high passes? And then can you create after the catch? Can you get run after catch yards? Can you make guys miss? Can you kind of slip through contact, right? So that's the framework that I put guys through, and I use that to determine who can do the most for me in my offense. And his frame is a little lighter, but right now my wide receiver one through that framework is Ohio State's Garrett Wilson. I'm a big fan of what he has to offer. A little lighter, again, but a good catch radius. Before the catch, Chris Olave, his teammate, is a little more efficient right now with his footwork, but I think Wilson has astronomical upside there, because you look at how he moves. He is very sudden, very twitchy, really, really good throttle control, ability to accelerate and decelerate on a dime, right? And then at the same time, there were times when, again, he can be more refined, but he was experimenting a lot as a route runner in college. You see times where he's literally trying as best as he can to sneak into that DB's blind spot, manipulate them, get them to turn upfield and think he's running that go route, and then cut back inside. Very manipulative route runner who's always on the attack in that phase. And I love that. Attacking space, trying to find open lanes. At the catch point, great instincts, can contort very easily, body control, ball tracking ability. He has a few focus drops again, but I do think he has good hand technique. So I think you can coach that out of him. And then after the catch as well, very slippery route runner. He can make guys miss. He's very active in that phase. Again, attacking space. That attacking mindset for me is really what seals the deal for Garrett Wilson. Like Devontae Smith, a little bit leaner, but I think he's more wiry. He's not fragile. He can withstand contact. He can get through guys. So I love Wilson in that sense. A few others that I really like, Jameson Williams, although, the immediate utility is the issue with him. If he's not going to be ready right away, are you willing to take him? I think the speed element alone makes it a pressing argument. But I also think he can be a complete receiver on top of that speed with his throttle control, body control. And then again, he has the ability to decelerate and accelerate. We saw, I think it was in the the SEC championship, where he had that stop and go, where he just, chopped his feet real quick and then exploded upfield and no one could catch him. So he has that special ability as well. Drake London is another one that I really like. Now, he's a little more of a size guy. If you're looking for size to complement Devontae Smith, 6'4", 219, very good contested threat. But I also think beyond that, he has pretty good agility in space, efficient route runner. Again, got some savvy to him in the short ranges, and he's a physical guy too. He finishes with physicality. I love having that mindset of wide receiver. So those are a few of the first names that come to mind. Obviously, a very deep class, and if you don't get a guy at 15 or 18, you can get one in round 2 or 3 that's going to provide value. But if I'm Nick Sirianni, if I'm making the call, I would probably go with Garrett Wilson first.